I am plugging this 1934 position into stockfish 18 depth 25 right now, and the world's widely used chess engine confidently says that it is a draw after calculating millions of possibilities. However, Joe Sands was able to unleash a brilliant combination and win the game in a beautiful way almost a century ago. But before we go through his brilliant moves, let's see if you can find the winning move for black. Well, black and white have equal material in this position. We have double pawns on the c file. Our bishop and the pawn on c5 are ready for a discover check. But the main problem is that white has set up a defense and the c3 square is very well protected. The knight and the pawn are both controlling this square. However, in this position, Sand sees something different. His idea is to clear the pawn on b2 and the knight on a4. He plays a brilliant sacrifice. Rook takes b2. Now, if white doesn't take the rook, he may play knight to c3, try to defend the pawn on a2, but now he's just simply play rook to c2, attacking the knight and pawn at the same time, and black can win two extra pawns and easily win the game. So in this position, white has to take the rook. Now our ce4 pawn is free to push. We play c3. Now you see that the knight have to run if white doesn't want our pawn to promote. This if white plays something like knight to d1 or a4, we'll play c2, attacking the knight and try to promote at the same time. Black pawn will certainly promote. So if white play knight to d3, try to defend the c1 square, we play the discover check c4. After the king moves, we are able to connect it pass pawn on the third rank, which is unstoppable. Also played a brilliant move. Rook takes b6. This is the only move that white can stand a chance against black. So if we carelessly take the rook, white will now play knight to d3. c4 cannot do anything because white will play knight to c1. And now we can't push our pawn. The king will go and catch all of our pawns. So well, in this position, if we play c2, try to promote, white still play knight d3, and then knight c1. So in this position, the only move that win is c4. The idea here is to stop the white knight from getting to the d3 square and stop our pawn on c1. So after this move, if white take the pawn, we'll play c2 and there is nothing stop our pawn from promoting. However, white also play a great move, rook to b4. The idea here if we take the knight, we play rook takes b2 and now stop the black pawn. And if we now play c2, white will play rook takes c4 and stop our pawn in time and we will lose instantly. The only move that wins for black here is a5. We put white in a zugzwang. White cannot take a pawn because we'll take their knight and the rook is hopeless. He he can't take our pawn with the knight because the same logical reasoning. So what if he plays the move like rook to a4? Then we just simply take the knight. Oh, so white can't do anything without losing. He can place a not move like king to f1 and then we simply take the rook and we win the game. So after this move, white resigned. This is unbelievable. A rook and a knight cannot stop two double pawns and an isolated pawn. F2, but white can. This brilliant combination was played almost a century ago, but it's still a legend until now, and remains as an invaluable study for chess players and chess lovers all around the world. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Leave your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe to support our channel.